Do you think layoffs, given that there are now so many of them, do you think that might lead to more nationals from different countries applying for EB-2 NIW because they're just sick of waiting for their employer to file a perm or maybe just
Yeah,
get laid off?
definitely. That has already changed. We've already seen the impact on that for the EB-2 NIW program. Let me think, what's a good example? Or I shouldn't say even 3 years ago, maybe 5 years ago. It was very common for me to advise the companies who had hired a rest of world student in the OPT or the STEM OPT program to just start the perm process right away. And then within a year or a year and a half, that person could file their adjustment of status and get their work authorization and green card. So then there was no need to sponsor them for the H-1B lottery. So perm was actually the preferred way to do that. And there was no need to look at any kind of NIW option for anyone who was born in countries other than India or China, essentially. But that really changed when the perm backlogs became so much bigger, where it used to take maybe 6, 8 months to get a perm certified start to finish. Now it's taking more than 2 years to get a perm certified start to finish. And so everyone's scrambling for other alternatives options. And the EB-2 NIW is just a natural next option. Layoffs make that cycle worse because now not only is the normal processing time 10 years for or 2 years for perm, companies that have massive layoffs are usually going to put perm processes on hold for at least 6 months after the layoff date. And so for a lot of these big companies that are having layoffs consistently and who've announced that they're going to continue having layoffs through the end of 2024, a bunch of companies have actually announced that, where they want people to be clear. There's just not any way for them to restart their perm program in a timeline that makes sense. Anyone whose perm process is paused, who expects their company to do more layoffs this year, should definitely be looking into the NIW as a faster option. And so, yeah, you will see more and more countries taking up those NIW slots. Although, I would expect India and China particularly to continue to dominate. And I would expect a huge spike in Indian EB-2 NIWs as well, because even though that's not the traditional way to secure the priority date, it is now, because no one is waiting for that perm.